Hey everybody, Sammy here at SFI Sports Cards, back with another video. Today is August 13th, and just got a package this morning. Card that I have been patiently waiting for. Actually, it didn't take too long to arrive since I've bought it. I really don't know how to go about introducing this card. Pretty much got the mail today, hit record on my camera. That's how I'm filming this. Actually had some goosebumps anticipating looking at this card. It is of a player that I highly covet and have for a while. Not just from a card standpoint, not from strictly a player standpoint, but as a person altogether. And now I don't really see a lot of his cards being shown too often. I'm sure scarcity is a factor. Price may be a factor. Availability may be a reason. Now, it's not the most popular of his cards. It's not graded as much as his other cards. Maybe that's what attracted me to it. But it is of his prime years of playing. But I also want to mention it is a dual card, which is not to take away the greatness of what we're about to see. So let's unveil this epic card. Let's see what we got here. Okay, that's all the contents. Well, I just also want to say welcome back, everyone, to my channel. My subscribers. If you're a new subscriber, I very much appreciate the support. And if you're new here, welcome. If you are new, this is a great video to be tuning into. So let's get this stand here ready. And let's take a look. So here it is. I hope you enjoyed. See you in the next video. No, I'm just kidding. So, blank back. So obviously an older card. But, I don't know. Here we go. We have 1941 double play, featuring Joe DiMaggio and Charlie Keller. This is my first DiMaggio card. Yeah. This is pretty awesome for me. Like I said, you don't really see too many of his cards being shown. So I'm glad I can do it for you guys. So this 1941 double play, it was produced by Gum Products Incorporated out of Cambridge, Massachusetts. Not to be confused with the Gum Incorporated, which produced play ball cards. This set is the only cards produced by Gum Products Incorporated. So after this 41, they stopped producing cards. So we had this dual card, DiMaggio and Keller. This is card number 63 and 64. You can see here they have some notes on each player at the bottom. Charlie Keller, I have already spotlighted him in a previous video. Hold on 1 second. Let me... His card right here. This 1951 Bowman. So there is a video on Charlie Keller spotlighting his career, his life. So if you have not seen that video, check back and take a look at it. I'd appreciate that as well. But we are going to focus on this card, obviously. So I guess we'll focus on DiMaggio since I already did a Keller video. But, I mean, I don't have to list off his accolades as a player. I mean, just look him up on Baseball Reference. Hall of Famer, multi-time, MVP, one of the greatest overall players to step on a baseball diamond. So, everything's pretty well known about him, but a couple things, he did have a 61-game hit streak in 1933 in the Pacific Coast League. He was said at that time, getting a daily hit was more important to me than eating, drinking, or sleeping. So I don't know if he was obsessed with getting hits, but I don't know, maybe. But the streak, the 56-game hitting streak, started May 15th, 1941, and ended July 17th. The Yankees went 41-13-2 during that time. During the streak, well, when it started, the Yankees were in 4th place. By the time it ended, they were in 1st by 7 games. So he obviously made a huge impact. Probably why he won the MVP over Ted Williams, who hit 406 that year. The Yankees also won the World Series. But during the streak, he only struck out 5 times. And this is where he struck out 13 times all season. And this is some great numbers for you. During this 56-game hitting streak, 56 of his hits were singles. And he scored, yes, 56 times. So when this streak ended on July 17th against the Indians, I recall Ken Keltner making several diving plays to have Joe go hitless that game. So after that game, he went on to have a 16-game hitting streak. So I guess he was, pretty much in the zone during that stretch. I mean, if not his whole career anyway. But let's talk about the man himself. Bit of a loner, stoic, ambitious, striving to be the best. Always dignified, almost unapproachable at times, especially by younger players. He'd come to the park by himself, dress by himself, leave the park by himself. Didn't really eat dinner afterwards with other players. He did room with Lefty Gomez, who was kind of a jokester, prankster. So I guess that's kind of an odd combination, but I guess DiMaggio probably had some kind of sense of humor rooming with him. But, you know, he was always in the spotlight. Never wanted it. Always graceful in the field. Actually, I was reading up a little bit. He said he would make Willie Mays catches in his day, before even television was a thing as far as broadcasting sporting events. And I'm sure players way back were making over-the-shoulder catches, you know, even before that. Like, I'm sure Tris Speaker at some point in his career was making over-the-shoulder highlight reel catches, you know, in his day too. So I don't think it was really that unheard of. It just, when Willie Mays did it, was on TV. It was in the World Series, so it was it was a big deal. About as far as DiMaggio, his popularity went beyond baseball. Just in pop culture itself. I mean, I was reading up. He's been portrayed in like 16 pieces of art, like 5 comics, 4 pieces of literature, including, you know, Hemingway's Old Man and the Sea, and mentioned in over a dozen songs, you know, from Billy Joel to Madonna, John Fogerty, Simon Garfunkel, been in countless movies about his life and theater productions and sitcoms. Was an ad man for Mr. Coffee, even though he preferred Sanka instant coffee. I've read, as opposed to brewed coffee. Pretty interesting. Maybe he drank that with his Dinky Donuts. You know, that's a Seinfeld reference if you don't know that. There is actually a movie coming out on Netflix next month. It's called Blonde, about his second wife, Marilyn Monroe, which he'll be portrayed in the movie. Monroe was actually the second actress he married. First was Dorothy Arnold. I mean, his marriage to Marilyn Monroe is very intriguing to me. It's something I want to read up more about. I know a little bit, but some things that have been written are found out to not be true. So I don't want to go off on some stories about him and her that aren't factual. So I'll leave that for another time. But he never married after her. And believe his last words that he ever spoke were that he finally would get to see Marilyn again. So, but you know, that relationship's for something else. We're just focusing on this card mostly. But yeah, I am super pumped about getting this card. So my mind is kind of spinning right now. But anyway, there you have it. A GOAT card of one of the greatest of all time. So, hopefully you enjoyed this video. I'm pretty excited about having this card. So, leave any comments about this card, about this set. If you guys have any DiMaggio cards, let me know about it. Show them off to us, you know. It's a player that we do not see enough of in this hobby. So, yeah, there you go. Subscribe to the channel if you like these kind of videos. Hit that like button. And let's get some conversation going about Joltin' Joe, or cards in general. So, yeah. I will be talking to you soon. I've got some cards to show off here, but this kind of took precedent over anything else I was going to show to you today, so take care, everybody out there, and I will talk to you guys soon. Be safe.